let's go over how to farm this golden Frieza and Sorbet, this tech unit right here, and also this STR Grandpa Gohan. And I'm also going to go over their kits and kind of give my recommendations on how to build their hidden potential system to get the most out of these two units. And I'll be upfront and honest with you, they're not the greatest free-to-play units of all time. They're actually not that great, but like I always say, it is very important that you farm up every free-to-play unit that you can, so that if they are ever required for a future free-to-play EZA, you have them ready to go. So let's go ahead and get started with this golden Frieza and Sorbet. You can farm them up in this story event right here, the Emperor Returns Training for Vengeance, which is under the story tab right now in game. And you will want to bring a Terrifying Conquerors category team for the increased drop rate, to get that bonus drop rate to, you know, farm up the copies of this Frieza and also copies of the Dokkan Awakening medal, so you can get it done more efficiently and a lot quicker. Because with those bonus drop rates, you do get a little bit extra at the end of each run for your efforts. And there's only 3 levels, so it's pretty simple. Level 2 is where you farm the actual Frieza unit, which starts out as an SSR first form Frieza. And then level 3 is where you farm his Dokkan Awakening medal. He'll start out as this SSR first form Frieza right here, and you will need 20 of those Dokkan Awakening medals from level 3 to Dokkan Awaken him to this golden Frieza and Sorbet that you see on screen right here. And in order to Extreme Z awaken him, you will need to go to this Extreme Z area right here under the challenge tab called the Universe's Most Wicked Bloodline. And his specific stage is actually level 3. If we go down here to the info, he is a required unit to actually access this stage right here, stage 3, but he is the only required unit. These other units in the pool can be used. Any of these units can be used alongside this unit, as long as this unit's on the team, in order to access this stage. Let's actually show you the team that I personally used to complete that stage. So we'll go ahead and go into here. We're going to go to the challenge tab. Come on, load. And then we'll head down to the Extreme Z area right here. We'll go to stage 3. Go into the event real quick. That is the specific team that I use. So I use this first form Frieza for his leader skill, extreme class key +4 and HP and attack and defense +90%. That way it covered the whole team without any other restrictions. And of course I had this guy on the team as well because he's required. Then I have this Ent final form Frieza as well. This King Cold from a Super Strike event. He's a summonable unit, but a very old unit, but he recently got his EZA not too long ago. Actually, I think during the worldwide celebrations. So he's a pretty good unit. So, and then this Super Strike Mecha Frieza as well. So that's the team I used in order to get this done. And then the special friend that they provide to you is this AGL first form Cooler right here, which his leader skill is all types, key +2 and HP and attack and defense +50%. So along with that Prime Battle LR Frieza's leader skill, it went pretty well. Wasn't too difficult, but keep in mind that all these units here, including this Prime Battle Frieza, are Extreme Z awakened. That made it quite a bit easier. But then, just like every other Extreme Z area, you've got a left and right path in each difficulty, and each path has, you know, the different various medals ranging from, you know, bronze all the way to the rainbow medals right here. And just like every other Extreme Z awakening, 15 bronze, 40 silver, 30 gold, and 30 rainbow medals are required to fully Extreme Z awaken this golden Frieza and Sorbet unit. So let's go ahead and go over their kit, and I'll let you know exactly how I think they should be built in order to get the most out of this unit. Actually, you know what? Let me show you the actual unit in my box and how I have them built. I'll go ahead and go to free to play units, tech here. And then I have the hidden potential spread at 15 additional and 11 crit, which that's the most amount of additional you can give to a tech unit, because inherently at 55%, they already have crit built into their hidden potential system. So I can't give them a whole lot of additional compared to other units, but I did give him the most amount of additional as possible, because if you look at his super attack, he causes supreme damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. Any unit that stuns can get use out of additional attacks. So on top of that, he raises extreme class allies attack and defense by 20% for 1 turn. Now, the only thing I don't like about this unit and why I say he's not the greatest unit of all time is because his super attack effect doesn't have any attack and defense attached to the beginning of it. So he doesn't raise attack and defense for 1 turn. He doesn't raise defense infinitely, none of that. All he is doing is stunning, which a high chance of stunning can be utilized very well in super battle road and extreme super battle roads. Depending on the situation, this unit could be decent, but for the most part, all around, he's not going to be great because he doesn't raise attack or defense on his super attack. But let's move on to his kit. His leader skill doesn't matter because you're not going to use it unless he's required for, like I said at the beginning of the video, unless he's required for a future free-to-play EZA. His leader skill is not really going to be that useful, but he is a joined forces category, key +3 in HP and attack and defense plus 77%. His passive skill is attack and defense plus 120%. plus an additional attack and defense plus 100% for 7 turns from the start of turn, and defense plus 100% starting from the 8th turn. Key +6 performs a critical hit and stuns the attacked enemy within the same turn after receiving an attack. So he has a guaranteed stun if he gets attacked first and then attacks within that same turn that he gets attacked. He does have that guaranteed stun, so that's not bad. Plus an additional attack plus 50% and reduces damage received by 50% when HP is 50% or less. That's where he can get useful, is this 50% damage reduction when he's below 50% HP. The only problem is it's below 50% HP, not above. If it was above 50% HP, that would be a whole different ball game with this unit. But since the restriction is below 50% HP, this damage reduction is a little bit less valuable in most cases. But his link skills, man, some weird link skills, especially this one right here, new Frieza Army. If we take a look at this link skill, yeah, there you are, that's it. So completely uses link skill, and Brainiacs isn't that great, Coward's not that great, Old Judgment's pretty good, Thirst for Conquest is pretty good, Prodigy's okay, and Shattering the Limit does give him some key, but overall his kit's not that great. He does have some potential going with him for the damage reduction, also the high chance of stunning on his super attack, as well as the guaranteed stun if he does get hit within that same turn that he attacks. Definitely, I think additionals is the best way to go for him to get the most out of him, due to the fact that he does have a high chance of stunning on his super attack. But moving on to Grandpa Gohan here, he can be farmed from the renewed strike event, the Masked Martial Artist. And the actual unit can be farmed in level 1, which starts out as an SR. Grandpa Gohan with the mask here. Wait a minute, hold up. Does he have a halo over his head? Why isn't he Grandpa Gohan Angel? What? Okay, that's... all right, anyway, but yeah, the actual unit can be farmed in level 1 here, and he starts out as an SR Grandpa Gohan. He can be a Z awakened into an SSR, and then Dokkan awakened into another SSR Grandpa Gohan without the mask. With this Dokkan awakening medal right here, 7 of them to be exact. And something else to note, which I will go over a little bit later when I go over the missions for the strike event, is this Bulma medal right here. Just keep that in mind, that this is a very uncommon medal and usually isn't available outside of world tournaments. But once again, I will be going over that in just a bit. But this medal right here can be farmed in level 2. So that Dokkan Awakening medal right there. And then level 3 is where the Dokkan Awakening medal can be farmed for his TUR Dokkan Awakening. So once he gets Dokkan Awakened with this medal from level 2 into this SSR Grandpa Gohan right here, you Z awaken him to a UR, and then Dokkan awaken him to a TUR Grandpa Gohan, using 10 of these Dokkan Awakening medals from level 3. And then level 4 is where you're going to farm the Extreme Z Awakening medals for him. And if we go ahead and take a look at the missions here, When you level up the super attack of the masked Grandpa Gohan to level 10, you do get 7 of those Bulma awakening medals. And then when you clear stage 2, you get 7 more of those Bulma awakening medals. And something else to note is that this Grandpa Gohan, since he's a super strike unit, all super strike units, their super attack's a little bit weird. Once you actually Dokkan awaken this Grandpa Gohan, the first time with the awakening medals from level 2, his super attack goes from level 10 to 15. And then once you actually Extreme Z awaken him, his super attack goes from level 15 to level 20. So they are a TUR that actually has the same super attack level as a normal LR. So that is a little bit different than most TURs, because most TURs go from level super attack level 10 to super attack level 15. So keep that in mind as you are, you know, getting copies of this Grandpa Gohan and awakening those copies and using those copies to level up his super attack. Keep in mind that you also need to use at least 4 of those copies to unlock his hidden potential paths. But moving on to stage 4, where you get his Extreme Z awakening medals, something to keep in mind is that in this renewed super strike event, the increased drop rate goes to the Turtle Skull category. So you'll be wanting to run a Turtle Skull category team in order to get those bonus drops at the end of each of your runs. As you're clearing stage 4, some missions to keep in mind is you want to clear it within 5 turns, ideally, so you can get some of his Extreme Z awakening medals from the missions themselves. Because if you clear it within 5 turns, you also cleared this mission that says to clear it within 10 turns as well. So you get all those Extreme Z awakening medals from these missions. Now, these medals are not required for you to get the medals that you need to Extreme Z awaken this Grandpa Gohan. If you cannot complete all of these missions right here to get these Extreme Z awakening medals from this stage, that is perfectly fine, because within the stage itself there are spots where you can actually get bronze, silver, gold, and rainbow medals. You will always be farming up bronze, silver, gold, and rainbow medals on each of those spots as you complete the stage each time. So keep that in mind, that these missions are to accelerate and make the Extreme Z awakening process faster. They're not necessarily required, so don't worry about completing all these missions if you cannot do so. You can go ahead and get the amount of Extreme Z awakening medals you do need, which is 15 bronze, 40 silver, 30 gold, and 30 rainbow, just like every Extreme Z awakening, in order to fully Extreme Z awaken this Grandpa Gohan. The last 2 missions that you can complete for these Extreme Z awakening medals from these missions, or clear stage 4 with a Goku Youth on your team. So we'll go ahead and go into the event here and see exactly what it means by I already completed the mission, but there's a mission, the mission where you have to clear it with a Goku Youth on your team, stage 4. So these are the list of Gokus that it wants you to complete it with. So any of these Gokus will be fine. I personally completed it with the Intelligence Kid Goku Youth, the Dokkan Fest one that we got, again, I want to say 2019, 2020. I can't remember when it came out actually, but it was quite a while ago. But anyway, yeah, I used that Goku Youth right there. But then the last mission is to clear stage 4 with a Turtle Skull category team, which shouldn't be too difficult since every Goku is going to be on Turtle Skull. And you also have that free-to-play LR Master Roshi, who leads Turtle Skull by 120% after his Extreme Z Awakening that we received for the 6-year anniversary, one of the free-to-play LRs. I'll go ahead and show you exactly what team I used to complete this stage. So if we go into here, go into the actual stage, this is the team I used. It's a pretty powerful team. You know, I use this Goku right here for the Goku's family, you know, category key plus 3, HP and attack and defense plus 180% leader skill, because it's all Gokus on the team since they're all on Turtle School. And then I used this MUI Goku right there, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the Super Saiyan Goku from Planet Namek Saga, this Ultra Instinct Goku Sign, or Ultra Instinct Sign Goku, I got it mixed up there, and then this free-to-play LR version Z Goku as well. Definitely Turtle Skull is definitely not the worst category they could have given us for this Super Strike event. So It's actually a very generous category since all the Gokus are on that team. Now let's go ahead and go over his kit, see what he's doing, and I'll give my recommendations on how you should build him and show you how I built my Grandpa Gohans. We'll go ahead and go into my character list here. We are in the free to play units section, and then we will hit the STR and we'll go to Grandpa Gohan right here. Yeah, the only reason I have 6 additional is because I had to pick it over crit. You know, he doesn't inherently have crit because he is an STR unit, so STR units at 55% inherently have 5 points into crit. So the only reason he does have additional is because I had to choose that over crit. But other than that, I did try to pick evasion or dodge because he does have a high chance of guarding all attacks when HP is 58% or less. Since he does have a high chance of guarding and the restriction is at 58% HP or less, I went ahead and gave him dodge because there was nothing else in this kit that really warranted for crits or even additionals, in my opinion, because he's pretty basic otherwise, other than the fact that his attacks are effective against all types when the target enemy is stunned or the target enemy super attack is sealed. So that's not bad. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's not bad either. It's okay. And since he does have that effect, I really wasn't going to give him any more crit because you really don't want to use this Grandpa Gohan outside of a situation where you're going to be able to stun or seal the enemy anyway. So once that happens, his attacks being effective against all types is going to be very good in that situation, and therefore he wouldn't need crit at all. But in most cases, I did want to buffer his high chance of guarding all attacks when HP is 58% or less, which is why I went ahead and went with dodge, just in case that doesn't proc. He does have a higher chance to dodge in that situation. So let's go ahead and go over his full kit. He does raise attack and defense for 1 turn, which is not bad. Raising attack and defense for 1 turn is, I think, is the general standard and a overall good effect to have. And then he causes supreme damage to enemy and lowers attack. So I really wish they would have put a high chance to stun and a high chance to seal or something like that, or sealing and stunning on his super attack to go along with his passive skill. I think that would have been better for the synergy, but that's just my opinion. And then his passive skill is Ki +3 attack plus 100% and defense plus 150%, plus an additional defense plus 100%, and all allies attack and defense plus 20% when there's another Goku's family category ally on the team. So that's not bad. He's giving some he's giving some a passive support, and the restriction is not bad because Goku's family is a huge category. You got a huge selection of units to use, so that's not bad. Plus an additional attack plus 50% and all allies attack and defense plus 20% when there's an ally whose name includes Goku Youth attacking in the same turn. Less desirable, there are a lot less Goku Youth units, and the fact that they put it attacking in the same turn as well, I really wish they would have just kept it at Goku Youth ally on the team. I think that would have been a little bit better and a little bit more realistic. And then of course, I read the rest of his passive too. So yeah, I do think dodge is a great option for this Grandpa Gohan, because he is buffing the team with a passive support. He's more of a support character in that aspect. His link skills are all in the family: Turtle School, Bombardment, The Incredible Adventure, Guidance of the Dragon Ball Super Strike, and Shattering the Limit. Guidance of the Dragon Balls, that's more of a Dragon Ball Saga link skill. Yeah, so then there's just not very many Dragon Ball Saga characters to choose from, ones that are good enough to run with a lot of teams anyway. And then Bombardment, let's take a look at that. That's yeah, okay. All right, Grandpa Gohan. Super Strike, that's all the strike units. Shattering the Limit's pretty good. All in the Family's pretty good. The Incredible Adventure can be good. Once again, that's a Dragon Ball centric link, a DB Saga centric link. His link skill is not the greatest, but he is a decent unit overall. I would say he's a little better than the Golden Frieza and Sorbet unit out of the two. But yeah, that's about it. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting the red subscribe button, joining the crew, and joining us on this journey to 10 1,000 subscribers. And you know, consider hitting that like button, supporting the content. It's much appreciated. But regardless, I do appreciate you for being here, and I'll catch you on the next one.